So just make sure you have enough of the Crisco on your ball tool. And then the secret is having half of the ball tool on the cell pad and half of it on the petal. So as you move it, it will coil. And you need to apply pressure. So let's go again. Let's bring it nearer. So watch. Apply pressure. Apply pressure. So what the Crisco does is it doesn't allow it to stick and tear. Take more if you have to. Then there you go again. There you go again. Okay. So the very first petal, I will have water all over it. Don't put too much. I think I've overdone it on this one, because we want this to cover our ball very well. So you just place it like so in the middle. Then use your finger, make sure it's well lapped, and then you lap this end. Don't worry, you can watch it over and over again if you don't get it the first time. So this helps us to hide whatever color our ball is. Okay, so these next two petals are going to start forming the rose itself. So wipe off excess water. Now you're not going to put the water all over the petal. Okay, so now we're going to start with the real petals. So now we're not rubbing the water all over the petal, we're just putting it in this V form, this side and this side, this side and this side. So I'll pick it up here. Where this first one joins is where I'll place this first petal. Okay, can you see it? Place it and make sure that it's at the same level with this other one. So I will press down one side and leave the other side open. Then I'll pick the other petal, place it directly across the first one. So for this one, I've pushed this part down. I will not push this side down. I will push this other side down. I don't know if it makes sense. Can you see what it's giving us? Okay. So if you push this side down, you leave this side open. Then you push this other side down and leave this one open. So I'll just bring it nicely together. So we're forming our rose bud. It's already taking shape. Feel free to move it around the way you want. So we'll keep this and then come back to the other petal. So we've come back to our 5 petal cutter flower. We're going to frill again. We'll frill all the 5 petals the same way we frilled the other 2. Half of your ball tool should be on the cell pad, half on the petal itself. So if you frill properly, you have a very realistic looking flower. Okay, so we're done frilling. We're going to flip it to the other side. So this is where our skewer comes in. You're going to use the skewer, pick up one end, the left end of the petal, and just gently coil it in, just a little. Coil it in. Coil it in. It's a bit of work, but it's very rewarding at the end. Okay. So for my first 5 petal cutter, I like to frill just one end. Then you turn it back again. We'll pick up our bud, stick it into the middle. You go with your water brush again, just one side, the left side on the 5 petals. So start with where the join is. Place the first one, the part you have rubbed the water on. Leave this side open. Push in this. So you can already see something forming. So the bases, use your fingers to hold them properly. So you can make your roses look as real as possible. Just twirl them around with your fingers. Yeah, I think I like this. So this is what we have for now. So if you don't want a very big rose, you can stop at this stage. It's already looking like a rose. If not, we'll do a bigger circle. We'll go with the next circle. This one was 10 inches, so the next one we're going to use will be 12 inches. But for now, I'm going to hang it upside down and hang it on my hanger for it to firm up. At least before I finish working on the other petal, it will have firmed up a little. So I've cut a second petal with the 12 inches petal cutter. So let's go again. Let's frill it. Okay, all frilled, so I'll flip it and then work on the edges. But this time around I'm going to work on the 2 edges. So I'll just roll in a little from here, a little from here. So you should have this shape for each of the petals. A little from here, a little from here. From here. So I have done this for all the 5 petals. So I'm going to turn it back again and then start fixing it. So I'll start with one of the joinings again. I'll put my water on the 2 sides this time. But you don't want to use too much water so that it doesn't fall off, become too sloppy and fall off. So now I'm just going to attach this end, leave this end open, attach, attach, attach like so, and then the last one. So try to make sure you have even distancing between all the petals. Feel free to turn it upside down and smoothen it out. This is why it's important for your board to be very dry before you start making the actual flowers, so that it can carry the weight of the petals. So I'll just use my finger to work it the way I want. So for this particular rose, I'm going to stop at this stage. So I'm just going to hang it on the hanger, and from there I'll transfer it to my drying cupboard to dry perfectly before we use it for a birthday cake for a sweet mother. You like it?